Afternoon, Mark. Return to usual habits on Friday at Addington. A big turnout, especially of 2-year-olds. Be a lot of interest in them. Let's have a look at the trotters first. You're on Paramount Princess. The one draw. Any concerns there?
I don't think so, Dave. Not the way she trots. She seems pretty solid in a gate, and it works. I was pleased with her. She led out of the gate here last time we took her off the place, and she's been working at home very well.
Is there's obviously the other three are all talented trotters. Is there much between them? Are you looking for one to sort of expecting one to be more seasoned or have had more practice than the others?
No, they all go into it fresh, so there's always that little bit of a question mark sometimes. But Tim's Drive, I think, want to play with me. I think she's generally pretty solid, and she's got a good draw too, so she should be right in the hunt early and be right there at the finish, I would say.
They're all about the same seasoning-wise?
Yes.
This preparation, I mean.
Yeah, Olivia's Drive, Mexicana, she's probably up. They're probably the three that are most forward.
Yes.
Michaela's Drive's probably just a little bit behind at this stage and needs a little bit more practice in ring craft. But if Mexicana behaves herself, she did win stylishly at Ashburton. Just not as comfortable on the corners, but if Liv can get her close to the marker line, she'd probably be happier, and I think she'd run a good race if she happened to, get that sort of a trip.
And she and Want to Play With Me have a little bit of experience on their side, race experience on.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's always a help, but just going into their first race day under lights again this season will probably be, as I say, there's always that little bit of a question mark.
The 2-year-old paces, Mark, who again are pretty promising lot. You're on Better Call Me. How are you rating its chances? It's got another nice draw. You've got some good drawers Friday anyway.
Yeah, another one draw there, and he was very good in the size heat when Hayden handled him, and it was good second to first class. So, on that performance and having a couple of trials under his belt, you'd think he'd be right there.
And Delightful Dude, of course, was placed in the kindergarten stakes, so that's some sort of a impressive statistic going into this.
Yes, yeah, and I think he'll go a good race again. He'll probably benefit from another run, and for that reason, I'd probably favour Better Call Me ahead of him.
Mm-hmm. And the others sort of more upset chances.
Yeah, well, the filly I think will go good, but she's just taking on the boys. I think if she was in a fillies and mares only, she'd be very, very competitive. I still think she'll go good, but as I say, taking on the boys, you'll probably favour the boys ahead of her.
And Italian Lad, well, on his trial performance, Mark, he would appear to be the best of the night. Is that how you would see it?
Yeah, it's a standing start, and he's off the unruled. He's in 2,000 metres, so he wouldn't want to get too far back, I wouldn't think. And he's another that'll benefit from the run, but on his class, if he had a nice run, I'd say he'd probably be too good.
And Equi Sancta, Italian Lad, been off the scene for a very long time, but done plenty of work in the lead up, and 2 from 7, got to be a prospect here for Tim.
Yeah, I think he'd be very hard. He's trained good and a one draw there, so I think he'd be very hard. Just had the one trial, but he was too good for them at Ashburton that day, and on that performance I think he'd have to be very hard.
So you might lean his way as the pick of the night.
I probably would, being a mobile, and he's going to be right in the hunt. And whereas Italian Lad from an unruly draw off a stand over 2,000 metres, he'll probably need a little bit of luck just to get a reasonable run through or a drag into it at some stage.
And the essential thing about the young horses, I guess, Mark, is that this is just a step along the way. So they'll all progress strongly from here.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Now, it's important too that you don't knock them around first up. They're there to win, but if things don't go your way, there's no good busting them. It's just going to be the start of a very long season.
That's good. Well, all the best on your return to the big time at Addington, mate. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Dave.